Hello, my name's Tim, welcome to Tim Burbage Reads, and today I'm going to be doing a book review for Captain America The Ghost Army, a graphic novel by Alan Gratz with art by Brent Schoonover. So this is set in World War II, and it's about Captain America is in Central Europe, around Latveria, that kind of bit, in a made-up country, fighting in the Second World War, and there is seemingly an army of ghosts. And it's, how does Captain America fight a ghost army? Captain America is probably my favourite Marvel superhero, driven by the MCU. I really like Chris Evans' performance as Steve Rogers, Captain America. I like the fact that he's so kind of honest and true and does what's right all the time. I think that's something really to kind of aspire to. And I really like Sam Wilson as Captain America as well. I think Anthony Mackie has got great charisma and is a good lead in a film. I went to see the new film the day it came out, last Friday, and really enjoyed it. Was it perfect? No. Was it worth all of the kind of slating that happened in the press? I think not. I think it's a pretty good film. With this is 1940s Captain America. This is Bucky, the young sidekick. We get some nods to other characters. Familiar surnames turn up, I'm not going to spoil it, but we also have the main bad guy is actually Baron Mordo, who is interesting because we see Captain America take on magic. He has no ability to do that. He can punch and he can kick and he can throw a shield, and there's plenty of that in this, but he can't take. How do you take on magic with that? We do see a couple of the Howling Commandos in this, which is really nice to see, kind of the more famous ones, which is good to see. Right, you see them at the start. This is 8 chapters, and kind of the story goes through well. Bucky basically has his own chapter, which is interesting to read, and in the end it was kind of a good, fun adventure. One thing that I really liked about this is that this is drawn and coloured, especially in a really like 1940s style. So all the colours feel really from the period. Where are we? We're in the country of Transia. That's where we are. Yeah, so we see Cap taking on the Ghost Army and he punches them and they just dissipate. So I really enjoyed the art style. It's nice to see Captain America doing his 1940 superhero, World War II superhero stuff. I prefer Captain America in the modern day. I prefer like the man out of his time storyline. In terms of I've now read 3 Captain America stories. I've read The Ghost Army. I've got Adventures in Dimension Z, I think it's called, where he goes to a parallel dimension and has to fight Arnim Zola, and he spends loads of time there and he sees his son grow up and all kinds of stuff. And then I read All New Captain America, where Falcon takes over and it's like his first week on the job and he has the week from hell and he just gets beaten up so much. And he takes on the Serpent Society, and there's a version of Red Skull there. I think the all-new Captain America with Sam Wilson is my favourite. And then this and the Dimension Z one are pretty good too. I think I gave this 4 stars. I think if you like Captain America, you will enjoy the story. I think they do a good job of showing the shield in combat, which is quite hard to do in comics. I like the 1940s kitsch element to it. So I enjoyed it. I picked this up at YALC, Young Adult Literature Con, which I've got another video to if you want to see my experiences there. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this or what your favourite Captain America story is, be that in film or in novel form or in comic form. For me, my favourite, I think, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's just so good. And I'll see you in the next one. Now, get out of my house!